welcome. August 4th, Southwest Florida. Nice and cool. Sunny. I wished. Hey, we got a great show today. We got big time media guy, Brendon Leslie. Brendon, welcome to the studio, buddy. Welcome to the studio.
Big time.
We're loving it. Look at you. Got the dog judging. I'm going to get the camera over on Judge. Thank you, Anthony DeSaro, for cranking up your guitar and bringing us in today. Welcome.
I appreciate it. How are we doing? Good morning.
Good. Thank you for joining us. I know you got a lot going on today. You're already this morning setting up at Seed the Table. Yep. And big show on deck tonight at Seed the Table.
Yeah, it's wild. It's a full circle moment for Florida's Voice. We're coming back officially to Seed the Table. Every first Monday of the month, we're going to be doing our live show there. And it's changed a lot, though. It's really grown. It's different. It's not really even me hosting it. I'm kind of just the guy behind the scenes these days. Yeah, Drew Steele. You guys will remember Drew from.
Of course.
Yes, gotta love Drew. Gotta love Drew.
Big Drew Steele fan.
He was like me. He was kind of feeling chained up, ball and chain, working mainstream media. He approached me. I approached him, and we said, hey, you know what? We should combine our resources and take your show statewide, and that's exactly what we did. And now Drew Steele, Live with Drew Steele, it's Florida's Voice with Drew Steele, is now airing across 10 stations across the entire state of Florida, including Orlando, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, Naples here, WGUF in Naples. And so we're doing that show live at Seed the Table.
Oh, that's great.
And you start off with a bang tonight. Patrick Dearborn, which right there, you're good to go, right? In my opinion.
5 to 6 p.m. is the Patrick Dearborn hour.
The power Dearborn hour.
He will be an official co-host because Pat Dearborn was one of the first people to really invest his time, energy, and resources into me when he saw me trying to build this thing. I'm forever grateful for Alfie and Seed the Table because that's kind of where we really got our start.
Sure.
The puppy's whining.
That's
you
fine.
hear them in the background. He's a 6-month-old puppy. It's all right, Judge. Your life is so rough.
I'm going to get Judge in on the video here in just a second.
He doesn't like you talking about Patrick Dearborn.
No, he's
whining.
like, Pat's got too much
attention.
Too much energy and attention. But yeah, it flashback to 2020, 2021.
Yeah, I remember
we had it was COVID and Black Lives Matter that Alfie spoke out against.
Mm-hmm.
And that's right when I was starting Florida's Voice and trying to figure out what it is that we wanted to become. I said, Alfie, none of the media is defending you. Why don't we become the media and defend the common sense? And that's why we started that show. We did it every Tuesday night for 2 years straight.
Yeah, I remember. I think I was at just about every one.
It really took off. And then the last 2 years, it was hard for me to dedicate so much time to just Naples, and I needed to take this company statewide, and that's exactly what we did the last 2 years. There he is. Yeah, he's being a little.
we got the dog.
The puppy cam.
People do not care about people; they care about animals, which I love.
Absolutely. Well,
that was good. Adaptive live TV right there.
They're better than human beings,
That's it.
right?
I mean, live,
more loyal.
Yeah. And it's. I love going through every day. I get your email and gives us the headlines and that the stories, and it's real particular to what I like. So it's great. It's defined very well, and it's really well put together. How has that evolved?
I mean, we have the largest email list you can ever imagine. We got 680,000 registered Floridians on that email list that are getting our headlines every day. And the way you said it, it's like it's news that I particularly care about, and that's what I said a lot on the show was, we need a news outlet that talks about the stuff that Republicans care about. And everyone's like, well, you're biased then and you're fake. And I'm like, no, it's just a different news. Like the left dominates the mainstream media. We don't really have our own news source. We're not necessarily on anyone's side other than just being a megaphone for the Republican news because no one's telling those stories. No one's telling you what's happening in session from a Republican perspective. The only news you ever hear when lawmakers are in Tallahassee making new legislation is things like the Don't Say Gay law, that
407-988-9596.
Got a call in already. I think I know who this is.
Hit that call back one more time. I think we always take a chance on this, Brendon. This is like, hey,
it's the same with live radio. When Drew, when we have live radio, Drew, fun fact, we have a thing that can cut the feed. We're on a 15-second delay just in case anyone curses. It's scary.
It was try back on that number again.
What's the phone number? I'm going to put in the comments.
Yeah, please put in the comments. 239-330-4313
for a good time call.
Yeah, exactly. But no, this is kind of fun, and I have. And you know what it's like to put a show on, so I'm trying to pay attention to conversation and trying to get the buttons and try to get everybody's comments.
Brent, you look a little worried.
I like just sitting over here and not doing
you're like relaxed.
It's actually, I'm really excited. Drew's going to be doing everything. I'm just going to be having a beer and a steak. Like Alfie's Ale, can't wait. It's my favorite beer in the world.
And MAGA beer coming soon to see the table too.
MAGA beer might even be, who knows?
It might pop up tonight.
Advertising in the future on the show. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, MAGA beer is cool.
And you get a good steak at See the Table.
Shout out to all of our dear friends, Red State Golf.
Yep, there you go.
We're gonna be launching clothing with them in the near future. They're gonna be decking us out for every show for See the Table. So really grateful for that too. Nice,
a lot going on, and we'll get to who all's coming.
Welcome, Kevin.
Morning, Kevin. we talked about that. Obviously, Patrick Dearborn, but you got Tito Ortiz, and I got some slides up if you want to put up, Tim.
Oh, look at that. That's a nice comment. Appreciate
it. Meredith. You want her
first time caller, long time listener.
She's been great.
She's loyal to the core.
She wears the shirts and gets it out. Patrick, which one did you want to go?
Just some of the. I think it's like right after the Dearborn challenge slide.
Oh, okay.
From tonight's show and National Day. Yep. There we go.
Right here.
Yep.
Yeah. Big night tonight.
Live from good catch, Tim.
Hey, nice catch, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
The cool one that's not on there. He's not going to be in person, but he's calling in.
I have it on the next slide.
Well, oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be Ted Nugent, rock and roll legend Ted Nugent is going to be calling in. There's Pat's ugly mug.
Yeah.
I think Pat likes us because we make him look really cool on the graphics.
Yeah,
I know he had us use that for the thumbnail for our 239 live show, so he really likes that one.
So obviously, conservative ant, UFC champion, MAGA legend Tito Ortiz is going to be there. I'm really excited though. Ted loves See the Table. He loves Alfie. He loves Naples. I'm pretty sure he has a second home here with his wife. Visits often, and he's really invested in Florida right now because we're working on getting the black bear hunt legal here in Florida again because
it's a problem.
It needs to be.
Yes, especially you guys here in Naples. You understand. The rest of the state is like, oh, they're so cute. Stop it. And I'm like, hold on. What happens is the unfortunate tragedy in Naples. You had the man and his dog attack.
Well,
it's these bears when they're running out of food. So then when they go looking for food and they run into a human, all of a sudden you're the food.
So let me just tell
Brendon,
you a quick
this goes
story,
way
Brendon.
back
Let me tell
between
the
us.
story.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Let me tell because you always don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro. I'll get my taser out.
So Tim, I don't know if you know, but ex-chief of operations, Collier County Sheriff's Office, over 30 years law enforcement, good friend of mine, right? So
me,
So about a year ago, I go to my car about 8:30 at night, and bear just hang out right by my car. I'm this close.
8:30.
So
8:30.
Having a friend, who worked in law enforcement, I just simply call him. I said, hey, what should I do? Being concerned about the community. I don't know if the bear's hanging out there, if it's going to attack anyone. And Tim's like, oh, what's the big deal? There's never been a bear attack on anybody in the history of humankind.
He's falling for the propaganda.
6 months later.
Yeah.
He said, Tim, will you look at this? A bear just...
Well, the guy was messing around with it because he was messing with his dog, the bear was. And then it ends up dead.
But what did I say? I said, yeah, there's never been a bear attack on a human until there is, because it's only a matter of time.
There's a little bit more. He goes and wasn't happy with my answer because I said, you can call 911, you can call FWC, whatever.
Well, FWC didn't answer.
Then he texts
we don't mention
somebody else.
Yeah.
And then they're basically say the same thing.
They should call the non-emergency number.
Yeah, black bears are typically peaceful. What the problem is it's becoming a growing problem. Is here in Florida, you got all these pythons taking their food source, and there's more black bear in Florida. Florida's got one of the best conservation programs in the entire nation. They were almost extinct about 10, 15 years ago. We put in some rules in place, and all of a sudden, boom, it's the biggest population Florida's ever had. But conservation doesn't mean, if anyone ever says they're an environmentalist, you say, shut up, you're a liar, you're a liberal. Environmentalism, they want to box off in the environment and not let humans use it. But conservation is the way that God intended. He created every single resource on this planet for humans, and it's up to us to replenish that resource and take care of the resource. So I'm sure Ted's going to talk about
have fun.
that.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is, if there's too many of like up north. There's deer everywhere.
Right.
So you're actually, and I try to explain this to my daughter, like, hey, listen, you can go shoot deer. It's management. It's wildlife management. Okay. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
No, it's become.
But no, it's been a funny story with Patrick because we always have these animals. Florida is like, my backyard is like a zoo.
But what we talked about, what Tim talked about, when's the last time you saw roadkill on the side of the road? You used to see it all the time. You see it maybe once in a while now.
Yeah.
I used to see raccoons all the time. I haven't seen a raccoon.
I think I saw a squirrel recently.
Yeah, you see squirrel and rabbits.
Yeah.
But remember, you see raccoons, possums, and armadillos. Like you said, the pythons are taking out
a lot of the small
critters.
It's
crazy. It's crazy.
You
used to go across Alligator Alley all the time, and then both 41 and the alley, and you'd see dead stuff.
Oh yeah.
Now you don't see nothing. It's like take them things up.
And when you have all apex predators, in the environment, that's a bad thing. That screws up the ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they're not. Obviously, pythons aren't native to the Everglades, and
it was just one schmuck 30 years ago abandoned a cage of pythons, and then boom.
Yeah.
There's probably more pythons than any other animal in the Everglades.
That's crazy. Yeah. But so we have Tito Ortiz, conservative ant tonight, Patrick Dearborn.
Let's bring that slide back up again.
Johnny Fratto, Madison Cawthorn.
Yeah. So the congressional race for, I think this show is going to end up being the community hub for who takes over Byron's seat.
What are you going to do with that?
Ignore it.
We got some good. We got some great people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
It's
open forum, right?
I've told every single one of them. I've talked to just about every single one of them individually. I was like, good luck. Whenever you want to use my platform, have fun.
Sure. It'll be good from news and perspective because there is going to be a lot of people in the race. It's going to be an interesting and fun race.
It's a tough one for me because I'm friendly with a lot of them, and there's one that is probably running that I'm a dear friends with. But it's tough for me because people don't usually like my straight data analytical approach to looking at races. And that race right now, the problem is here. I'll give you the breakdown. Let's hurt some feelings.
Yeah.
This race right now, and this is going to hurt some feelings, is Jim Schwartzel's to lose. And I'll tell you why. Jim Schwartzel is right now the only local boy running, right? So how this is going to work with the electorate, you're going to have 45-50% of the vote go for the local person, the Southwest Florida people. And then you're going to have probably maybe 40%, 35% going for all the newcomers. What's the problem right now? You got a lot of newcomers, right? So those newcomers are going to divide that same pool
pool.
Yeah. They're gonna divide that pool. So a lot of them are gonna get 10-15%, right? Jim Schwartzel could end up winning this race with 30% of the vote, 29% of the vote, just because he's the local guy. Because Southwest Florida is a very old school district. This is the district you grow up with them, you go have breakfast with them. That's how you win those votes. That's how Byron won those votes. Byron has been
hard work.
Yeah, it's hard work, and you have to. They really care about. Do you know the issues in Southwest Florida? How long you've been here? Those are things that are on the top of these voters' mind. This is like a Midwestern district. So it's going to be a tough race for anyone that hasn't really lived here too long. But it's not impossible. I will not say it's impossible. Jim Schwartzel by no means is a perfect candidate. But that's how it is. It's shaping up right now. And unfortunately, I'm hearing more and more newcomers wanting to get in the race.
That's what I was going to ask you. How does that impact the sheer number of people? I mean, it obviously...
People just keep saying they're going to throw their names in the hat.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you understand how hard this race is going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've heard some names possibly entering, and now hearing that they won't enter too. Like, I don't think Sheriff Carmine is going to.
I don't think he's running anymore.
Yeah, I don't think
from what I've been told.
Yeah. So that's one less.
But that would have Carmine was a Schwartzel threat.
Yeah, he's the name, and people like him, and but it's like you said, that local. If you get say 10 candidates, I mean, what was the most that you've seen for this race before? Wasn't in Byron's race back?
It was like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I think it was 9 at one point though, right? And a couple dropped out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I could see where that could really get
And didn't Byron win that? I think Byron. Yeah, there was a lot of people in that race, and I think Byron won with 27. Don't quote me. It was
he won by 700 votes.
He only beat Dane by 700 votes. It was a low percentage of the total vote that he won it by, and that just goes to show you who was our district voting for? The 2 local guys.
Yeah,
the 2 guys that have the big local presence and have been here for years. Yeah. So it's good. There's a lot of good people in this race, and I like a lot of them.
Can money win this race?
Yes.
Definitely helps, right?
Money wins every race.
They said that, well, Casey Ascar, that's what they said about 2020. And
but Byron had a lot. Byron and Dane spent a lot of money too. That was one of the.
What's a race like this go for, Brendon?
Oh, you're gonna need $3-4 million. I mean, Jim Swartzel's already got 1.2.
Is Jim out of the Cape?
He's Fort Myers based.
Fort Myers based.
He owns the 92.5 Trump Country.
He's got the media definitely advantage.
That's gonna be weird.
That's gonna be hard rules and regulations on that one, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll give this.
I'm sure he'll take ad money.
Me and Jim have no love lost because I used to work at Wink. I used to be his employee. I'll give him this. When I worked at Wink, he had no. I never dealt with him in the news department.
Right,
I think he's completely separate.
He's not
of that.
doing the day to day.
Yeah, he was more on 92.5 and Trump Country. That's more his stuff.
Got it. Yeah, I was always curious. I mean, me running just a local Collier County, great experience. It was nuts, but you learn a lot, and you learn a lot about people. And like you said, sitting down, eating, and it's funny how people, when you run for something, people change around you. It's like a strange, some for the good and some for the not so great.
I hate politics.
Yeah, losing friends over silly stuff. Yeah,
I don't know why I got involved.
People
in
jump in. People jump in, and you're the front runner there in politics right now. I mean, it's when I say front runner in it, you're the one that's bringing it to people's attention.
And the other factor in this race that I don't know if is going to become a factor is.
He was in this?
Yeah, he said he'll jump back in.
If Donald Trump ends up endorsing anyone in this race, that clears it. I don't know if he will or though.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see who he'd endorse if he did. Absolutely. Yeah, no, that would be obviously a game changer. And also, too, I don't think he will personally if Byron endorsed anyone. But I think that would go hand in hand. If Trump endorsed that person, then maybe Byron would endorse.
If I'm Byron's advisor, the first thing I tell him is don't you dare endorse anyone. He's running for governor. He needs as many friends as possible.
1,000%. There's nothing to gain.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing at all. So for Byron, he's going to my educated guess is I'm not going to speak for him, but my educated guess is he stays out of it until if and when Trump gets involved.
I completely agree. I think you're onto something. Is that Ann in there?
I think Ann's in there, but Ann, if you can see me, can you put your phone on, buddy? Let me see. Maybe we can bring him.
Maybe he doesn't want to be on camera.
Maybe he didn't want to be on camera. I don't know.
He probably just rolled out of bed.
He did.
Too. Let's see here. He didn't want to be on camera. Okay. Let's see if I think we can maybe get him with
audio.
With audio. Let's see if we can get him with audio.
Blake says he saw a dead bunny today. Way to bring the show down, Blake. Awesome.
And if you can hear me, just let us know. Are you on, buddy? He's in the green room. Let's see here. Yeah, just give him the other phone number if he. Yeah. Live TV, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We're back. Yeah, just have him. He can call in and we'll get him.
That phone number 239
330
330
4313. Hey, if you guys want to jump in there, give us a call. Ant's going to call in. It's always good to have him. He didn't want to come on live with a picture. But tell us a little bit more about your what you're putting out, and how do you decide? And obviously, you're the
conservative Ant line to audio.
Let's grab him.
He's having his coffee probably, and I can't do the noise.
He does it.
Yeah.
Ant, are you there, buddy? Let's see.
He's going to be so annoyed at us right now.
He's going to be like, I hate you guys.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're getting enough of his mud
Ant,
later.
can you hear us, buddy?
Nothing, no?
Ant, are you there, buddy? Can you hear me?
It'd be funny if he hears us, but we don't hear him.
Yeah, he says he's on the phone. Are you hearing us?
It says hold. No, wait just a second. Here we go. Ant, can you hear us, buddy? Let me call him back. I think we'll do that.
All right,
there we go. I got it. I think I got it. All right, we'll get him on here in just a sec.
But yeah, conservative Ant's definitely been making the rounds in Naples.
Fun fact, if you remember with Ant, when he first was starting to blow up and he moved to Southwest Florida, one of the first things he did was one of our shows. We actually took the Naples show and we brought it to NBC2 on their sidewalk, pointed the speakers at the building. All their reporters, I could see them, all their little silhouettes just watching, and we were protesting them because my reporting team got a hold of their intercommunications where they were saying, you know, basically biased stuff against Alfie. So their coverage was obviously negative against him when it came to Black Lives Matter and COVID.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to
put Ant on the map. You helped put Ant.
No.
No.
He was already on the map.
No.
We put him on the Florida map.
The Naples. Ant, you hear us, buddy?
Just a second. I'm going to bring him in here. Just a second. There we go.
He's going to be so mad at me.
Hey, Ant, are you mad at us? Are you mad at us, buddy?
Scale 1 to 10, how mad are you at me this morning?
Y'all, oh, dude, it's daily.
No.
Y'all had to have me in, like, I had to, like, run into the studio and, like, do all the things because I heard you guys, but you
room is
couldn't
in
see
your
me.
house, Ant. What do you mean studio?
It's his studio. We get it.
You were probably having a cup of coffee in there doing a skit. I love you.
You already hijacked me all day today. All day. And now at 8 o'clock in the morning.
For the food review.
You didn't want to go on camera. You didn't know that was part of the deal.
Yeah, I did slip the
but
camera.
You look good.
Look at that Patriot gear hat.
Well, what? Yeah, this is one of the new ones on there. What Patrick does is he's like that kid when you're, you know, like when your mom is asleep and you forgot that you had to get your report card with an F signed and she's like half asleep and you're like, can you sign this before I go to school? And she's like, that's Patrick. Like, he'll be like, oh yeah, just come on. We just want to hear your voice. And he's like, by the way, you need to be in full glam by 8 o'clock. And you're like, I'm not ready for this.
In all fairness, Tim can attest. He brought up this morning, we can have him join in on the video. So I did not orchestrate it that way, but you're not wrong.
You look so good like that. So it's much better having on the and then
would I be Ant if I didn't give everybody crap?
Of course
we
not.
love you. We love you. It's
You're
good.
dramatic.
And Brendon was just talking a little bit about go back about like how you had the story. Good to see you, Ant. What you said repeat that story a little bit.
Yeah, when Ant first moved to Southwest Florida, how we met, one of the first things we did together for his local stuff was we took the Seat to Table show, the original show, and we moved it. If you remember SpongeBob and Patrick, let's take Bikini Bottom and then move it. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We brought it to NBC2 and we just sat it outside, our table outside. We brought, 150 people in the audience, and then we just pointed our speakers at the building of NBC2 and just did the show about railing against the fake news that they are.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Oh, it was amazing. I had a defund the media shirt. Everybody inside the studio was like staring out the window and so mad at us.
What they doing? Like peeking?
Yep.
Peeking? Yeah.
It was like, they were kind of tinted windows, so you could really only see the silhouette. So it was kind of creepy. But I remember getting text after. I mean, it was such a nice event. Like no one was out of line.
It was.
Yeah. Like we just, we were trolling them. It was funny. I was getting text.
And I kept going like this. I was like going like this, like to the windows. I'm like, hello, hi.
I got Ant knows this. I got text after from NBC2 reporters I used to be friends with, and they hated my guts. They said, "You put our lives in danger. How dare you?" And I'm like, it was like grandmas out there in the audience. Like we were just they can't. I'm like, you guys will show up to someone's door with the camera in hand, rolling, and put them on blast. Yeah. But how dare we stay on a public sidewalk at a building where everybody knows where it is and do something? Like, give me a break.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And what do you got, buddy?
What's that?
What do you got going on today? You busy?
Is that a joke? I have to be in Naples by 1 o'clock today.
And it's about time you buy that house down here.
12 o'clock, buddy.
No comment. Patrick already knows my vibe. I love y'all Naples people. I do, but I can't do rooftop parties on Wednesdays all the time.
me and
that's not a Cape Coral vibe for me. Sorry.
Me and
Naples people. What does that mean exactly?
Yeah, you guys are a different.
Sounds racist.
You're a different cut of cloth.
Brendon.
Brendon knows. Me and Ann are simple backwoods Lee County folk that can go and sit at Tito's Cantina and have smoked fashions all night and be completely content with life.
Word on the street is there's going to be a Tito's Cantina in Naples, so I think Tito
that's okay. And listen, we're bringing Cape Coral to you. Tito's going to bring Cape Coral to y'all. We'll go ahead and hold down the fort here in Cape Coral, and you guys can, I don't know, I mean, we're ballroom gowns to Tito's in Naples. That's kind of what the vibe is.
Don't bring that riffraff.
Hey, don't bring those people here. No, it's 239 Live.
Segregation.
Cover it all.
Every street in Cape Coral, like 12th South Street, Southwest, 14th. It's like a huge
it's Golden Gate.
I'm sorry that we didn't leave our Louboutins on the corner of every fucking street in Naples, but we'll try better next time.
Oh, man.
And you have
I make sure to wear my pearls before I come to Naples. That way every time I come back, I can clutch them and be dramatic and be like, Fifth Avenue, but Fifth.
So, hey, you have a request, and this is actually, you do a lot of funny skits, obviously, but the one you did with Kamala was absolutely hilarious. Caroline Harvey asked if you can reenact that real quick.
Can you see that?
That was the funniest skit
I see it.
Okay, I just want to make sure you can see it.
I know we're really.
You want me to just off the cusp call Cammie?
Yeah, off the cusp. You have the phone handy, or does that require you
do I have the phone handy? She's here.
It doesn't get any better than this.
All right, we'll call Cammie and make sure that her and Gavin Newsom are gonna have a rooftop party in Naples. Okay,
let's do it.
That'll be the scene.
Look at the improv. What a talent!
This guy is talented.
You gotta do, when you call Cammie though, you gotta do 666. Then you hold it. Everyone loves that I hold the 6. That's their number, right? And then, excuse me, who is this now? Who is it? Oh, it's Cammie's wife. How are you doing, sir? Oh, sure. Can I speak to Camps? Oh, okay. Cam! Hey, it's Ann. How you doing? Oh, well, Patrick was just wondering if you and don't interrupt me, honey. Don't interrupt. If you and Gavin were going to come to the rooftop party at the Perry. Oh, well, no, please don't bring Jill. She wears drapes. Yeah, she doesn't know how to dress for Naples. No. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think that Obama's wife would, Michael, what's her name? Michael. He would fit in perfect. Big Mike. Mike. Is he there? I'll see you at the Perry. Okay, bye.
Don't do that to the Perry.
Oh, my God. Carolyn Harvey goes, I didn't mean now. This is awesome. This is a great job, man. You're around the best. The
GOAT.
She was like, oh, my God, I got it now.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You're the best, buddy.
I don't even know. You know what? Back in the day, I think I was using like bananas, flip-flops as the phone. And then I went to my P.O. box one day and I got the blow-up phone from one of my followers. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then people started sending me brick phones, old Motorola flip phones. Like I was getting, so I'm like, okay, this is what y'all want to see. So I'm going to continue to do it, but now I'm going to use phones.
That's awesome, man. Best. You're the best. You're going to be down here a couple times today, but we're going to be at Seat to Table from 3 to 6, correct? Yeah. And I'm going to be up there. Get to say hello and wait. Yeah, up on stage. I mean, you remember me down here, you know?
Yeah, maybe you remember us small people. You'll acknowledge us.
Yeah.
I love listen, Seat to Table.
Because us Lee County backwoods folk got that cool value.
Oh, you guys, we're starting a Lee County.
Remember, we're 239. We're 239. We're all of it.
No, I know. It's funny, the playful rival back and forth. But Brendon, when we had our Young Republicans event at Tito's a few weeks ago, it was funny because there was Naples people there, and so when Naples people walked in, it's like you can tell. Then when Cape Coral people walked in, they're like flip-flops and mullets, and everyone's like, yeah. And then Naples people are like, oh.
Isn't it so funny though? You got Southwest Florida has gotten really lucky lately because we got two very strong Young Republican clubs now, one in Collier and one in Lee. Lee is the one that I advise for. And then you got Southwest Florida Young Republicans based in Collier County covering this county. And it's just funny watching like the events we do and the events they do. We're just completely different. It's just like
it's great. It's two great events, but starkly different.
It's the running inside joke. It's like we're all Lee County. We're all just having like cheap beer and wearing cutoffs and hats, and then you guys are having very fancy galas.
Yeah, no, I'm usually I have a wardrobe for both, right? I'm usually like, well, I'm gonna go have to see if I can go get my tuxedo out of the dry cleaners because I'm going to Naples tomorrow.
Ann and I we shotgun a few beers at the back of our trucks, and then we're like, all right, ready for Gulf Coast.
We do some fireball shooters, and we're ready to go.
And Collier's martinis and champagne.
It's funny because some of my biggest mentors in my business life have always yelled at me for years. They're like, "Why don't you wear a suit when you're on camera? Why don't you do this and this and that?" I'm like, dude, I grew up on a horse farm. Like, I don't even own a suit. I don't have right now. I do not have a suit that fits me. I have a sport coat, and a couple of ties. Like, I just can't do it. I'm gonna wear a hat. I'm gonna be me. And me talked about this once before. He's like, if I ever did a video for you, what should I wear? I was like, dude, just be you. Like, that's the whole point of the alternative media world, is be authentically true to yourself. Yeah. Don't force it.
1000%. I mean, I get flack for stuff too, and then just who I am, you know?
You can't ever make the entire world happy.
No, that's very true. As long as I can make Ant happy, I'm good.
Yeah, that's good. Ant, tell us a little bit about what you got coming up. I know Patriot Gear, a lot of things going on. Whatever you want to share with us. Listen, we're over there for you. You've done so much for us, and you've been so good to us.
No, you guys are great. Listen, all jokes aside, my Naples crew is my favorite crew. I mean, we do Brendon, don't get all your panties in a bunch. You guys really do show up and show out for Lee County as well. So I do have a store that's in the works, about to be open. It's official Patriot Gear. Our mission is God, family, country. So anybody who is an America First patriot is more than welcome to shop at our store. It is going to be a great place for us to hold events, for 239 to come into studio in the store and do podcasts in little old Lee County sometimes. And then also hold some awesome Young Republican events and some great speakers like Madison and Johnny and so many more. So I'm excited. It's also, I really hope that it can be a safe place for first responders and veterans that are having a bad day, that just want to come on in, have a seat, hang out with us. And I'm always going to have a fresh pot of coffee in the blow-up phone. So you come in, you're going to see me and Jim in there in the store probably every single time you come in. We're just super excited to be part of a great community.
Well, I know Southwest Florida is super excited, and you're such a good guy. You're very humble and help out a lot of people. Thank you. We really appreciate you.
I will bring some gear to. Seed to tables today, and I do have some gear that I will bring with me today. So yeah, there'll be some T-shirts, limited sizes, but we can definitely get you anything you want directly from. I'll order it as you pay for it. I'll order it and it'll go right to your house.
You got to find a way to pay for those Pabst Blue Ribbons you're going to be drinking.
The Pabst Blue Ribbons. Oh my God.
Little PBR action today, right?
It's not my favorite beer, but that's okay. We'll make it.
I'm just trying to bring a Coral reference. That's all I'm trying to do.
What is your favorite?
I know.
What's your favorite beer?
Is that what we're drinking, Brendon, in Cape Coral, where we're drinking Pabst?
Natty Ice.
Natty Ice?
What were we drinking? At Cape Coral? I forget. It was
he said we drink Blue Ribbon Pabst beer. He missed it.
PBR. Yeah, PBR was my college
High
days.
Life.
It's a step up.
Rolling Rock.
I love that, Kevin. We'll definitely talk about that.
That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of different.
Red State.
We love. Thank you, everybody, for coming on, and hey, we appreciate you, Conservative Ant. We love you.
Carolyn asked if he'll have Patriot Gear at Seed the Table, and he absolutely will.
Some of it. Yeah.
But it's today, not tomorrow.
It's today.
Yes, today.
She said yes today.
Cheesesteak too, Caroline. Just saying.
Yeah, she said. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to tell you, Seed the Table is anytime somebody comes into town, Obviously, we love to support local, so we definitely always bring family and friends from out of town to Naples as a day or two outing. Seed to Table is great. We take them to Mercado. We take them to Fifth Avenue. We have so many beautiful places in Naples. We just did an awesome food review on Lou Jack's. Shout out to Lou Jack's. Thank you so much. That episode dropped. Those are Chicagoans, fellow Chicagoans of ours as well. And they did, they used to own Bar Louie, all of the Bar Louies that we know and love in Chicago. And now they own Lou Jack's in Naples. So that's great. Jimmy the Beef Guy, that's a Bonita place. We love it. You know, I love that we have the camaraderie where
you work at. Right.
What's that?
Mango Ritas, where you work, where you were a former employee.
Yeah, that's a Fort Myers spot. Yeah, that episode will be dropping. But I love the camaraderie that we have, that we go back and forth and bust each other's balls about the two counties.
It's a fun one because it's going to. Pat Dearborn's going to be involved today.
Yeah, that should be a great. Listen, when I have food review shows, him and Pat. Yeah. When I have food review shows, I don't eat the entire day for that because, you know, it jacks up the entire diet. So I'm going to have to do 100 sit-ups and then go.
Well, Blake
already
prime rib.
Blake already showed me a picture this morning that he was on the treadmill.
Yeah, and he's been prepping all weekend for this prime rib challenge. He's got a 24-ounce prime rib, baked potato, and key lime pie. So it's a lot of meat.
Thank goodness that's a lot of meat. I mean, he likes to take meat.
Pause.
You know, at least he does the challenges on the show. That's not my.
No, you and Pat will be sampling food today, and Blake will have his own little food challenge.
Yeah,
separately. 12 o'clock if you can make it, maybe. I know I said 1. But.
Yes, Drew, for sure. Freedom Town, USA. I love that.
Shout out to Drew Montez Clark.
We love it.
But we'll let you run it unless there's something else you wanted to promote or discuss. I know you're busy. Freaking that Pat.
I'm gonna go get the beard trimmed up, lined up. I'm gonna go do all that so I look pretty for Naples today. I love you guys, and I will see you at 1 o'clock.
We appreciate you.
Thank
buddy.
you for coming on, and apologize for the little not on video thing, but it works. You look good right now. Later. You look good right now, though. You got perfect.
Well, a tan does a body well. Yeah, a lot of vitamin D.
I saw you got a lot of vitamin D over the weekend.
Yeah, shut up, Brendon. Tune out.
That was me.
I didn't have to.
No, it wasn't. But no, wait.
Anything with the D you're a fan of, right?
We don't need 239 TMZ going crazy. No, what I'm saying is like Brendon and I have gotten so close as friends over the years that like I can say some shit and he'll be like roll his eyes or he'll like know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ant and I, when we're together, we're not getting vitamin D. It's old fashions. It's a lot of old fashions.
Oh my God, many old fashions.
And then when I'm done with my old fashioned, the next thing I know, Ant lines tequila shots up, and I'm like, "You're a psychopath." And then he knows I can't say no because I'm a man. If someone gives me a drink, I gotta take it, and I need to drink it all, and it's bad. So he's a bad influence. I'm staying far away from him tonight at Seed to Table.
Ant.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, pace yourself. It's going to be a long day, buddy.
Yes.
And we're capping it off with the Sugar Shack Rock Republic after Seed the Table.
Is Rock Republic here?
Oh, okay. I'm going to end up back in Cape Coral. So you guys have fun at the Sugar Shack.
All right. Sounds good. We'll
Thanks,
see you
buddy.
shortly.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Ant.
Yeah,
love you, buddy.
What a funny guy.
Bye.
Love Ant.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Man, what a good guy Ant is.
Amazing.
And he's like, he jumps on board. And he's like, all right, whatever. He obviously didn't want to come on.
He wasn't. I threw that curveball in there. Hey, by the way,
that's
on
okay.
camera.
It's good to see him.
We had just talked about that.
It's good to see him on there.
But exciting stuff tonight. See the Table starts at 3 o'clock, right?
3 o'clock.
And then I didn't even know you told me a couple other people besides the big names, and these are big names too in their own right, but. We said Madison Cawthorn, Johnny Fratto.
Let me go through the schedule here. I'm going to walk through the schedule. See if I remember it. I'm pretty sure my assistant's been bugging me to write this down for her, and I still haven't yet. So if you're listening, this is perfect for you. Write this down. We got around 3:30, Madison Cawthorn will be coming on. 4 o'clock will be Johnny Fratto. Shortly after that, probably like 4:30, will be Blake Becker. I'll probably hop on for a few minutes as well. And then Dan Colwall. And then at 5 o'clock will be Ted Nugent. It's called the Patrick Dearborn Hour from 5 to 6. It's going to be Pat and Drew co-hosting that hour together.
That's good.
We'll have Ted Nugent, Tito Ortiz, and Conservative Ant.
Wow. That's a freaking lineup.
That's a strong hour right there.
And then I'm working on for September show. So like I said, the show is going to be every first Monday of the month at Seat to Table. For September, hopefully, cross your fingers, DC Drano.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Yeah, I got to call his manager. I've owed her a call forever, but he's interested in coming. So hopefully we can lock that in. But there's a lot of big names. Scott Pressler will be coming back probably January. So the goal is to get one big conservative voice every single time. And then like we did in the old days, bring in the local people, use their larger platforms to amplify the local issues and state issues.
Let's pack that place tonight.
I'm sure it will be.
We have a lot of people that said they're going to go. I expect
we'll be packed
to see everybody there. Kevin, good to see you on. Tim, see you there tonight. Meredith, yay! We'll all be running up there. I'm going to be there. Yeah, probably pretty much for the whole time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'll probably try to have an old fashioned
one or two.
I'm maybe. Definitely getting a steak. I haven't had a seated table steak.
It's so
and
good.
What's great is you can pick it out too if you want, and they'll cook it whatever temperature you want. Their baked potatoes are fabulous. Yeah.
And red.
When's the last time you've been to seated table?
I go all the time.
Yeah,
I slip in and out, but I got to be careful because it's like everyone knows me there. So I'm like I'll try to get in for just a real quick drink or a real quick bite. I'm sneaky. I go like right downstairs and just eat. Seated table. Every time I pass Naples, we go to seated table. Actually, we just had an employee appreciation not too long ago, and I flew everyone into Naples. And when we picked up, I have an employee that works in Pennsylvania. The first thing we did, we went to seated table.
Yeah, that's great.
That's what a lot of people do.
It's definitely fun to show it off, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's like the conservative mecca of Florida, really,
with great food.
Yeah, it's good food. It's like, and you can't. Everyone's like, wait, so you go to a grocery store and you drink? And I'm like, yeah, makes sense, right?
Not only do you drink, you can go to a club after too.
Seat to table is like it's my kind of. It's like
Kamala now. I think
I feel like seat to table is very Lee County vibe-ish. It's not the ritzy get ditzy. It's like I fit in there.
Mix.
Like I show up. I have a beer. I have a steak. I'm good.
You can shoot yourself. You could have a lot of fun there. You can do whatever you want.
Shoot yourself in the foot.
Cheddar bob yourself.
You know what's interesting though is the funnest thing is like somebody that has no concept of it, and you bring them in the first time, and then you got the band so loud upstairs, and then you got your friends trying to figure out what the hell's going on here.
Let me tell you something.
It's funny.
I remember
it's so fun.
Former in-laws when they came down to visit from Michigan. They don't take pictures anywhere. They hate pictures. They got into the table. They started taking pictures all over the place. I mean, it was just such a different, vibe atmosphere than they've ever seen. A grocery store with music and Trump with a AK-47. I mean,
you get to pee on Joe Biden's face.
Yeah, that was
Kamala,
that was
yeah. You did just update the stickers, right?
Yeah.
So in the urinals in the men's room is like a sticker of Kamala. So I aim for it.
Bullseye.
Kamala.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
What's that? What do you think about her not running for governor?
Because she's keeping her eyes on 2028.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Really?
And I love it. Please.
Yeah,
really?
Please run, Kamala.
She was probably the worst and there's been some really bad candidates. Joe Biden, who won.
Do you think people really tell her the truth, though? That's the thing. No one tells her.
You're talking about the same party that propped up Joe Biden as a healthy, competent.
Right, but you really,
they don't have
she
anyone
ran
else.
as bad of a race in 2024 as you could.
I'll give her a little bit of defense. She was just kind of thrown right in with Biden getting annihilated by Trump. But it doesn't matter. She's a terrible candidate.
Here's the thing with her. I mean, that's when she was doing well. Once she started actually doing interviews, she got exposed more. So it was better if she was just kind of tucked away. The more she talked.
That's why Biden won in 20 because he was tucked away and they used COVID as the cover. If he wasn't tucked away,
basement candidate.
No way Trump loses.
I completely agree. Who would you handicap as some of the Democrat? I know you say they don't have
let's
anybody.
talk about this. That's exciting. Tim's pulling up a juicy one. What were you saying? Sorry.
No. Oh, which one are you talking about?
I was getting a preview of what's coming next.
We could pull that up.
Yeah, let's bring this one up because
I see.
Give me your input on this one.
The data and the analytics. All right. So a big reason I started Florida's Voice, I told you this earlier in the show, is we need Republican news that tells you from the Republicans' perspective, which is basically the factual perspective. This poll came out from the University of Florida, I believe.
North Florida?
Yeah, and it said it has Casey winning, beaten Byron in a head-to-head matchup for the gubernatorial race by like 3 points. Mm-hmm. When you see that, you're like, wait a second, she's winning, right? That's what the media ran with.
That's what the Tallahassee Democrat ran with.
Every single news outlet ran the story that Casey, who hasn't even announced yet, is beating Byron.
Do you think she will?
Hold on, let me explain this. Now, our story...
Patrick, we see you in the green room. Now, hang tight for a second.
This isn't our story. This is one of the means. Look, new poll shows Casey DeSantis and Byron Donalds in statistical tie. What really means is they're trying to Casey's up 3 points in this poll, and it's within the margin of error. That's why it's a statistical tie. But all the media is putting it's tie this or Casey's winning by 3 points this, right? When you go to Florida's Voice and you look at our report, we break down what the actual poll means. And what happens is the UNF did a poll a couple months ago, and Byron was losing a lot more in that poll to Casey at that point. So Byron has not only jumped majorly without spending a single penny, and Casey has been a statewide name for 8 years, but also on top of all that, this poll that they put out doesn't take into configuration what happens when the voter learns Donald Trump endorses Byron. What happens when the voter finds out that Casey was wrapped up in that Hope Florida scandal? When those two pieces of information are let out, Byron is demolishing Casey.
It goes
he's
up
by like 20
Yeah,
points.
it's at least 15 points at that point. Yeah.
So what that tells you is that's not a serious poll. It's not telling you the real story, because what's going to happen is Byron already got $22 million in the bank. He's going to have 40 for this race, right?
Oh, yeah, he'll have probably $100 million before it's all.
That's your bottom dollar. His team is going to spend a lot of money in advertising, letting the entire world know that Donald Trump has endorsed me. So every single voter that goes to the ballot box, 90% of them are going to know that Byron is endorsed by Trump, and that
hello
plays the election.
Well,
that's why those polls don't ever
don't
depend on
Patrick Dearborn. How come he disappeared on the camera?
I got him.
You got him.
I thought he was backing out.
He's blowing the phones up.
Yeah. So just to wrap up my point,
we got you, Patrick. Call back in, buddy.
Just to wrap up my point real quick, Florida's Voice was the only news outlet that broke that. What I just told you, we broke that down in our story.
Do you think Casey DeSantis will run?
No, she's not running.
I'd be shocked.
So. I'd be shocked.
You don't think so?
You don't think so?
First of all, why is the governor going to want to piss off Donald Trump and MAGA again when he wants to run in 2028? It's so clear as day he is lining himself up for 2028. Secondly, Casey really got messed up by that scandal publicly, optic-wise.
Patrick, can you hear us, buddy?
What's up, buddy? You look like you just woke up.
I can, guys. Good morning.
Morning. Just wake up?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're usually up at 5 a.m.
You got the
heck?
You got the hair flowing good, man. You got some strong stuff going on.
Drove across Alligator Alley about 2 a.m. Went over and saw Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas, over in Boca last night, buddy. So we're a little rough today, but we're gonna big day, buddy. Big day. Game day. Gotta get on the game day blazer.
Game day noon at where. So and then we got See the Table and then Sugar Shack Rock
What's
Republic.
Your shirt say? What's your shirt say?
So I tested positive for freedom. Next question.
Is that contagious?
It is contagious. You got a 6 feet social distance, wear a mask that you can smell a fart through, and follow the arrows in public so you don't catch COVID.
Next question.
Brendon Leslie on the show. Look at that guy all jacked up.
I heard the Patrick Dearborn hour tonight, 5 to 6. You got your own hour named after you.
Well, listen, Brendon Leslie, this show, the history of this show, why I'm so excited about this show. Brendon Leslie started this thing back in the day when no one even knew what the hell a podcast was. Live from See the Table. Drew Montez Clark joined him, then Alfie. I went one time. There were literally 8-9 people there. I'm like, but what they were talking about and Brendon's passion coming from, obviously mainstream media where they were obviously, the fake media news. Brendon got tired of it. And I like the balls on that. I'm like, this kid's got balls. I like the show. So I started sponsoring the show. I think I was the first official sponsor, Brendon, wasn't I?
One of them. Yeah.
And then the show just grew and grew, and Brendon let me become a small part of it. And
at least you're getting a check out of Pat. Go ahead, Pat. Sorry.
Can I run the show for a second? Is that okay, man?
You bring us a lot of pleasure, buddy.
Pause.
More to Pat.
Hey, so anyway, let me finish. So then the show just grew. So what's in my mind, this is a huge reunion.
It's good to kind of look back where we came from and not ever forget what we all went through. And that movement, there are some people in this town that want to forget about the freedom movement, the Penny Taylors, the Teresa Heitmans. There's still a lot of liberal people out there in this town, man, that are sneaking around and want to expose our kids to crazy stuff. They don't want Byron Donalds as governor. They want to shut down our airport. They want to put a wall around Naples and not let anybody build and renovate. So we've got a lot of work to do through the school system, through a lot. So I'm just fired up tonight that Brendon Leslie's getting this thing going again. I don't think it'll be every week, but if we can do this every month in Naples and in Collier County for Freedom Town USA, it'll be great. And I'm super pumped up for all these young Republicans, man. Look, I'm old. Look at all the gray hair. And they got next, right? So I love seeing the energy of these young people showing up tonight. So we're going to show the young folks how the old guys used to do it and still do it, and light a fire here in Freedom Town, USA, and get rolling tonight. I'm fired up.
Well, you're the mayor of Freedom Town, USA, so it's only fitting.
I love y'all's show. It's funny how I'm like low energy right now. I'm a little, little dragon, buddy.
I've never seen you not get up after 5:30 a.m. It's
Pat,
we're going to get go ahead.
I apologize. When we were trying to get you on, we had a little bit of a thing there.
You missed Ant, too.
Yeah, Amazon. We were talking a little bit about our congressman running for governor and also Casey DeSantis jumping in.
Possibly.
Possibly. And Brendon's like that. He doesn't think it's going to happen. So I just wanted to get your thought on it.
So here's my idea on all this stuff. Anything regarding Byron Donalds, who will be the next governor of Florida, who's had Brendon's support from day one, who has supported Brendon Leslie from day one. I don't care about Casey Schmacey. It don't matter who they're going to run. I'm dumbfounded by the idiocy of egos of a great governor, Ron DeSantis, how he can't just figure things out and kind of jump on the team. It's to his own detriment.
And he might.
What's that?
Might take a back seat. That's my prediction as of right now. It obviously can change. Is that he will support the Trump world
at some point,
which is Byron right now, and so I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to run her out there because there's not a single. Listen, I look at everything from a data and analytical lens, and right now there's not a single piece of information out there that suggests that Casey has a chance because right now Florida, it's really funny. Florida loves Ron DeSantis. Florida loves Donald Trump. Head to head, who are they taking? 66% of the time, it's Donald Trump.
Yep.
That plays big in an endorsement in a statewide race.
Right. How big is it? How big is it for Byron, obviously, to maintain Donald Trump's support and his favoritism right now? I mean, for him to be in a positive light, I think that's going to be.
I don't think that's ever going to go away. He's been in that positive light for years and years.
Especially here in Florida, right? Yeah.
And what Byron's doing, what's good for him being in the race early, this is actually pretty early. If you remember, Rick Scott and Ron DeSantis, when they announced their races, it was like January, the election year. Mm-hmm. Like it was the winter of election year. So Byron did it a whole year early. But what that does for him is that dude is at every single Republican club across the state. That dude is at every single gala, dinner, fundraiser. He's going into Tallahassee. He's soliciting for endorsements. He's getting that local and statewide support. There's a lot of people that are going to be coming out and endorsing Byron Donalds when the time is right. Because of the work he's the work he's putting in. So that's the advantage of what he has right now. And every day Casey doesn't announce is another day that is working against her.
And I think by Byron getting in early, too, it dissuaded some potential people of getting in so you don't have, like you do in the congressional race, all these different people.
Who wants to cross Donald Trump?
Exactly.
Are people –
and that's why I think Trump came out
who's going to want to endorse DeSantis and be like, wait, now I'm on the outs with Trump? Like DeSantis is gone. If you notice, the Republican Party of Florida had a very large gathering this weekend to celebrate how great we are because the Florida Republican Party is the best in the entire nation. And if you look at it, Ron DeSantis got an afternoon speaking slot. You know who was all talking at the main event, the main dinner at night? Mm-hmm. It was Donald Trump's chief of staff, Susie Wiles, another Florida woman. She's from Jacksonville. It was his some of his advisors from his campaign, Tony Fabrizio and Chris LaSavita. It was his political director, James Blair. It was Trump speaking at the main event. It wasn't DeSantis. So that tells me that's that's symbolism right there. It's almost as if the world is moving on. Like Ron DeSantis had his time, and he might have it again in 28. He could very well be president. Who knows? I'm not going to sit here and say he's not going to win. But right now, Florida it's Trump country.
But now wouldn't he, if he ran in 2028, he would go.
He's going to go against some very popular guys, JD Vance and Marco
so
Rubio.
he'd be going against Trump anyway, right?
And never say never on a Byron Donald. I don't know. Byron, right, Pat?
Yeah. 100%. I'm going to tell you right now, Pat Dearborn, this is just my personal opinion, and we've all talked with Byron. I mean, Pat Dear's been with Byron from day one, the Tea Party movement. I've already heard these names mentioned from people we know at Mar-a-Lago that it's going to be a Vance. You put together a Vance, Byron Donald's ticket. Now, there are a lot of people you could pair up with Vance. I don't see how you beat that ticket. I really don't. I think JD's doing a great job. Off the record, I still think Byron would have been a great VP, but God has a plan. I think he was in that final call down to two people. And I think being the governor of Florida, just like Vivek, Vivek dropped out of Doge right away to run for governor of Ohio. Guys, we got some big stuff coming up here. These next 12 months, locally and statewide and national wide, man. I mean, there is going to be a battle, which is why whoever they are, they're trying to suppress. They want to keep our economy as stagnant as possible, interest rates as high as possible, because if we explode, which we're going to do between now and a year from now, we're going to crush midterms, and they know that. So Brendon is my go-to guy. I do only trust Florida's Voice for all my stuff. I'm dead serious. We all get little snippets off our iPhones and off of social media. I don't watch the mainstream media news, and I don't watch Fox News. I haven't done it for a long time. So I do my own research, but Florida's Voice is the way to go. We are in for a crazy 14, 16 months coming up here with a lot of great races that I think are not just Trump winning, and by the grace of God being saved from that assassination attempt and all the other stuff was for a purpose. These next 14, 16 months, guys like Brendon, Florida's Voice, exposing the stuff. You got Dan Kowal running for re-election. Penny Taylor or whoever they are, they're going to run somebody against him because they want that district back in the liberal hands of somebody like Penny Taylor, that whole downtown Naples area. I'm telling you, man, those elites, those liberals, they're still here. They're still entrenched like ticks. We, the people, are the majority, but we got a great battle coming up here. That's why I'm fired up for getting this show started again with Brendon. We've got to get the true voices out there, and I think it's going to be one hell of a roller coaster ride these next 14 months. I think Byron's the safest bet that I know of, but we've got school board, we've got county commissioners. We got some cool stuff coming up, man. So again, anybody listening in, you have got to tune into Florida's Voice. That is the go-to spot for news, not just Drew Steele's show live today from 3 to 6 to see the table. Check him out every day, man. Drew's show is phenomenal. And I love what Brendon's doing. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to meet a year from now. Brendon Leslie, Florida's Voice, is going to be so big, so huge. The only thing might be bigger than him and his success in the next 12 months, my personal gut, and I mean this sincerely, is probably 239 Live. I'm not just kissing your all's ass. I've known all you guys for a long time. You're my friends. Good times and bad times. I'm telling you, 239 Live, you're on to something. And Brendon Leslie's killing it with Florida's Voice and Drew Steele. I love to see the synergy and the politicking that show, Pat, with you. You got to do more with Brendon. If you guys lock arms, the synergy you all can create here in Naples and then Lee County is going to be huge. Huge.
Love it.
Huge.
Love it.
I love it. I reached Brendon yesterday afternoon if he can come on. And he said, yeah, absolutely. So I love it. I think we got a lot of exciting things we could be doing.
I always say Jira's an OG back in the OG days of when we were first very supportive of a lot of our stuff. So anything Jira needs, I'm there.
I appreciate it.
Love
we
that.
appreciate
Love
it.
that.
And we appreciate
Tim Jarrett too. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Patrick.
But you are, the Mecca, the mayor of Freedom Town. When you like I like to say, if Pat Dearborn blesses something, 99% of the time it becomes big and successful. So I know you're humble. You actually really are humble, and then don't let the social media stuff fool you. But you're a huge part of that, Pat. So we love you and we appreciate you, and you've blessed a lot of lives in Southwest Florida.
Brendon was a guy that I go to for stuff, and part of my crystal ball. And yes, I've been blessed to be pretty accurate for sure. But Brendon Leslie, I go to him, and that guy has the inside scoop behind the scenes on a lot of stuff. Doesn't mean he's 100% right, because he also tried to get me not to run for fire commissioner and told me I wouldn't win, so he missed out on that one. But
I didn't say he could. I said
I know
many more things that you could be doing.
Yeah,
I know. But hey, all joking aside, man, go ahead.
It's an important job.
And shout out to I won't get details, but Pat made a phone call about something last week to you, and love what came about doing that behind the scenes. So bringing people together.
Listen, it is. The young people. I know we're talking about Johnny Fratto, who will be on the show today. The Southwest Florida Young Republicans, the Gulf Coast Young Republicans, man, these groups, and no disrespect to the CCREC and other organizations, but let me tell you, Byron was always in and supportive of going back to Byron, of the Young Republicans. I can remember way back in the day before iPhones and cell phones when I was a young Republican working on the Bush Quail campaign in '84. And it's just, but that's the foundation, man. And Brendon's young enough where he still taps into that big time. And yet he has respect of the older groups, the older of us, the gray hairs that have been Republicans for a long time, from Tea Party, like Pat Gira, et cetera. So again, I'm just going to keep saying it. Together, not fighting each other behind the scenes, and my group's better than your group. If the Republicans can get together, put aside our egos and our alpha personalities, and we can come together like the Democrats do. Our message is so freaking resonating that we'll crush not just Florida, but I think the red wave that we talked about 2 years ago that just fizzled because of the Roe versus Wade and some other things and some weak leadership. I think we got to crush these midterms, get a bigger majority, and I think we can make things really great between now and 2028. And then Byron Donalds or JD Vance or whoever, it could be we need 12 years to fix all this shit. Mm-hmm. We do. That's a fact. We do.
And the turnouts at these young Republican events
huge.
Was overflowing. It was packed. Lou Jacks, there was over 100+ people on
people
a July
are excited.
night.
People are excited.
I love it because when we started the Collier County Young Republicans in 2010, there
Erica Donalds,
with Erica Donalds, Larry, and Pierre, there wasn't that many young people in South period, but not getting involved. We were happy if we had 30 people come out. These events are having 150 people, and then this month, Erica Donalds is going to speak at the Alamo for the Southwest Florida Young Republicans, and then Brandon's got a Byron in September. It's going to be a Team Donalds duet for August, September. I mean, how big is that?
Yeah, it's huge.
Love it.
Hey, Pat. Hey, Pat, Tim. I'm going to jump on one more time. I'm going to pump up Brendon. He don't need any pump up. His arms are freaking all swelled up. But let me tell you guys something. You have no idea the guests that this guy's got lined up coming up to the show. The first one, this one's going to be big today. Mm-hmm. But I'm just going to tell you, this monthly show here, and I hope it works and clicks at See the Table.
We lost him.
Lost Pat.
Right when he was saying something nice about me. Come on, Pat.
Here we go. We're back. We got you back, Pat.
Love y'all. Hey, I got to go wake up, drink some coffee, do 100 push-ups, and go make toxic.
Lost what you said about Brendon.
We lost what you said about.
You were saying something nice about me, and then you cut out.
What'd you say about Brendon?
Oh, I was just saying, Brendon Leslie, the guest that he's got set up for these future shows are going to knock everybody's socks off. It's like we did before, but at a whole new level. And of course, with Drew Steele, man, his on-air personality. So, and I love that Drew Steele pulled Patrick Gira aside at some event we went to with Tucker Carlson and gave Pat Gira a sincere, he's like, hey, you guys are on to something there. Keep 239 rocking and rolling, man. Keep 239 red, common sense, conservative, and Christian based. Brendon Leslie's going to kill it.
He said what Drew said, keep being yourselves. You and Tim, what you guys got going on, just don't change that, because sometimes people are like, oh, you guys are.
We like mess around. One quick thing, Pat, I got some book bags and I got some stuff to give you. We got the drive up for Immokalee Kids in Immokalee.
Yes.
I'll get
awesome.
Those. But please, if you have something, bring it into the studio. We can get it to Pat. I think I'm going to try to shoot out there with Pastor Arnie, and then that's next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Yeah, it's going to be a big deal. So, yeah. Brendon's been out there before too, man, touching these kids. Again, it goes down to the younger generation, man. What we do, why I fight, And I know Brendon, is going to be a great father one day. Why we fight is not for me, Tim, Pat. It's not. It's for my grandkids. It's for my son Cooper. It's for the next generation because we've already lived. If I die tomorrow, right? Number one, I know in my heart I'm going to heaven, right? Because God is good. Number two, I've had a great life. But why I fight and why we fight, why Brendon fights and does what he does and goes against the mainstream media and gets threats all the time is because we got a big battle, man. And we owe it to our kids, our grandkids. You owe it to my kids and my grandkids to keep doing what you're doing. Politic. And it doesn't mean that you don't tell the truth. It doesn't mean that you ever veer off the person you are. You keep being you, you be real. But I just love being around like-minded guys. Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpens iron as one man, other men sharpen another. You guys got me sharp today. Let me go knock out 100 push-ups, and I'll see you.
There we go.
So amped up, you probably hung up by accident. Don't forget, we got a food review today, Pat.
Love Patrick
You got to get that.
I know.
He gets you fired up, though. Pat always gets you, fired up.
Love Pat. So we have a thing on the show, Brandon. I don't know if you know, I'm not allowed to mention Patrick Dearborn's name. I guess on the Friday show.
When we started.
Yeah.
We do it, yeah. Yeah, right here. Let's see here. This is always a fun one.
How long I can make it without mentioning Patrick Dearborn's name.
How long can you make it without mentioning?
It's hard.
I don't think we went that long.
We didn't go in. It's usually about 13 to 35 seconds.
You're going to have to check the tape, but it wasn't that long.
And
then it was super quick.
And we need a counter how many times mentioned Pat Dearborn, but we obviously love Pat and all the stuff he does for.
Oh, you're in Naples. You got to mention the king of Naples.
The king.
You got a time frame? We're gonna do a couple commercials and then
you got to run.
I got a few minutes. I got to run back and go to the gym and drive back to Cape Coral, then back to Naples.
Oh, that's
again.
right.
You got to go back to Cape
Coral.
That 3-hour hike to the Cape.
I love Cape, man.
Yeah.
My dream is to just raise a family in Cape Coral, and me and Aunt and Tito. We are gonna make some noise in Cape Coral and make that a better city.
Oh, I agree. What's your favorite place besides Tito's?
In Cape
to eat at?
Oh, Prime 239. It's not even close.
Prime 239.
Oh, really? Up in Cape? I got to go.
I got a nice
Let's
little
all get together
steakhouse
one night.
2 minutes from my house. It's beautiful. And it's one of the most, besides seat to table, one of the most affordable, juicy, delicious steaks. Oh, wait. I took my lady this weekend, and I took a great picture of my ribeye. Let's bring up the ribeye.
I sent
the ribeye.
See if you can drop it over to my. Can you
the ribeye
airdrop it?
Oh, I'll text it to you.
Yeah, it might be. Let's see if we can get it up on the thing.
Yeah, so
besides Prime 239,
and you have to ask for Happy as the server. She's a Cape Coral Republican Club member.
Happy.
Yep, her name's Happy, and she's one of the happiest people I've ever met. I go just for her. She convinced me to buy. They sell this coin, this Challenger coin, for $100, and you get 10%. Or it's like 10 or 15% off every time you go for a party of two. And I made my money back in like a month.
Really?
Yeah, that's how much I go. I love it.
Is there any other spots in Cape that you recommend?
I've been on this kick at Front Porch Social. It's this little jungle place in downtown Cape Coral. Delicious food. We had lunch there yesterday, and it had this pasta dish where you rub. Oh no, we went black.
There we go.
There we go.
There's that steak. Look how delicious that looks.
We went black screen for just a bit.
Perfect
just to see
medium rare, pan-seared.
I was going to say medium rare is the only way to eat a steak.
Only way to eat a steak. Pan-seared to perfection. Everyone,
looks good.
People that say, "What's that black stuff?" That's burnt. No, that's flavor.
And I'm starving right now.
I'm starving now too. Thanks,
that's
Brandon.
Not fair.
Yeah, but Front Porch Social. They had obviously Tito's Cantina. We go there. I went there on Friday with Aunt. They had this pasta dish, and it was burnt ends pork in the pasta with this homemade beer sauce and ricotta cheese, and it was just this big gloopy mess that was delicious.
Just tasted awesome.
Yeah.
And Tito's places, people just think, oh, it's Tito Ortiz.
Naples is in for a treat. It's not just a gimmick.
It's really good.
It's real Mexican
authentic
food.
Mexican food.
It's good.
What do you get at Tito's?
Well, what did I have on Friday? I had the chimichurri steak on Friday.
Okay.
It was very good.
Okay. Have you had the ceviche there?
I'm not a seafood guy.
Ceviche is really good.
Aunt was eating the ceviche, and he loved it.
Yeah.
With the chips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't do seafood. That's not me.
And the guacamole there is amazing. Everything.
It's
really
actually
the
homemade.
Pork belly.
Yeah. That's what Tito and his wife told me all the time. He's like, when we were like, open this, it's really hard to find good Mexican food in Southwest Florida, like authentic. There's really good taco trucks and stuff, but like a Mexican sit-down restaurant. Yeah. I don't want to put anyone on blast, but I've sat down at a couple restaurants.
You're not wrong.
And I just go for the margs.
Well, what happens is a lot of times the Mexican restaurants that I go to, it all kind of tastes the same. It's like mashed in. But at Tito's place, it's like you can tell it's prepared by a chef. Like for Mexican food, it's scratch, like you can taste each individual ingredient. So that's definitely a big difference. Yeah.
And when it comes to food, I made a lot of controversy. People don't know this, but my little hobby, I do food stuff on TikTok.
Okay.
And I made a lot of controversy putting out a pizza list.
I saw that actually.
Was some of the best pizza.
I saw that.
And one of the biggest controversial ones, and I swear by it, you guys got to see if you can do a food review there, is High Tide Social in Cape Coral. That's another very good restaurant that's on the water where the Westin is. I went there with my dad, and I just wanted to take I grew up on the water with my dad in Long Island, so I just wanted to kind of take him somewhere nostalgic like, and I picked that place because it's right on, you got the boats and the dock right there. And we were like, wait, they have pizza here? Like, I thought it was gonna be like a seafood place. So we got the pizza.
Blew your mind.
It's not typical.
It's very best pizza you've had.
It's second. It was number 2. Number 1 is still Grandpa's Pizza in Bonita.
Grandpa's Pizza.
I need to go
cash
there
only.
Yeah. Apparently they take card now.
Take card now.
A bunch of people commented on my TikTok. It's so funny doing a food thing. I'm sure you see. It's like you want to piss people off. Put your opinion of what you think is good food. I get some of the meanest comments on my TikTok. I'm like, hey, you're a different person with a different taste bud. It's fine. No one's right here. Like it's just my opinion.
Personal preference, yeah.
I have Grandpa's at one. High Tide Social. It's like, it's not normal pizza, but it's delicious. Like the flavor, and you are going. I don't like to overeat, and I overate there. I ate 2 pizzas to myself, I think. And then number 3 was Uncle Rico's. That's the one that's going super viral in Fort Myers on social media, but I need to go back. It's been a while for me, so that very well could end up being number 1. And there's a ton of places in Naples I need to go.
Have you been to Lowbrow?
Years ago.
Okay, because that's like different style pizza too, but very good as well.
Yeah, I don't like to do it the Dave Portnoy style. Dave Portnoy's like cheese pizza and that's it. Me, I'm like overall deliciousness.
Yeah.
And I don't want to rate anyone like number wise. I don't want to ever hurt a small business if I don't like it.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like, oh, these are my favorite. That's how I kind of.
What do you like on your pizza?
I'm a big chicken bacon ranch guy.
Chicken bacon ranch, okay.
Chicken bacon ranch is my favorite, and I got a Long Island pizzeria next to me in Cape Corals that makes a really good chicken bacon ranch. So it makes me very happy.
We're on Long Island.
I was the East End, Long Island, so where there was sanity and common sense, the Republican side of Long Island. Yeah, that's people don't realize. I say New York, and then they were like, "Wait, you grew up on a farm?" I was like, "Yeah, East End of Long Island. It's all sod farms and horse farms out there.
Yeah, it's beautiful
and
out there,
vineyards.
Yeah, beautiful out there. I was just there. My aunt's a nun in Long Island, New York.
Nun.
Yeah, a nun, Catholic nun. Huh. She's retired, but she lives there, right? In Islip.
Yep.
So yeah, it's nice. I like it. Long Island's like there's a lot of country there.
Oh yeah, no, we're super country.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I like. I grew up right in my backyard, just a bunch of horses. Like I'd walk right out and start my day by going and cleaning the pasture. That's how I got mine.
When'd you come to Southwest Florida?
Originally, Wink recruited me.
Okay.
And it was between Wink or this. I actually had a better job offer in Oregon to be a news anchor in the morning.
Okay.
And Wink was just offering me a reporting job. My dog is getting in her crotch.
Nice.
Judge. Can you bring Judge back
I
up
thought that
again,
was Tim.
No?
Sorry.
So he Wink recruited me. I had a better job offer, but I'm more of a where am I going to enjoy living more? Obviously not Oregon.
Yeah.
And that was before Oregon burned.
Just really went to. I think Oregon's worse than California in some aspects.
So I look back on it and I was like, thank goodness.
I think you made the right call.
I came here. Lasted at Wink for 10 months.
It's like, thank God I got here.
Could not take the liberalness. It was so bad. I'm curious though. Inside baseball at Wink, they actually just clean slate. Like all the management that I worked with, they all just got the can.
86.
How does that work in that realm? I guess
they're just the problem with the mainstream media. I would do a story and
would they really come?
They had preconceived narratives already. Like my producers had preconceived narratives. The one that really stood out to me was the water quality issues. I don't know what your guys' opinions are of everything, but the boogeyman out there is Big Sugar, right?
Yes.
And it was like when my producers gave me the story, I'm just this ignorant. I have no idea this Lake Oka what? Like what? I didn't know anything.
Pronounce it. Yeah.
And they gave me the story pitch, and it was like a Captains for Clean Water angle where they're like the saviors of our water quality. And I'm like, I'm just like, okay, I guess so. So I start going, but when I go out and I start doing the story and I drive out to Lake Okeechobee, I go meet with the locals, I learn the facts of the story. All of a sudden, Big Sugar is not the issue. And I try to pitch that back to them, and they're like, no, like that, our narrative is this. And they just would fight me on it. And it was a really tough story. And that's a really controversial one because it's hard to tell the truth. Another issue I had was they would send me to cover the Lee County Board of Commissioners. And it was like, they didn't care about what our Republican elected officials had to say. It was, please put on the same 5 people that get paid to go to every single meeting and just oppose everything. It's like it's the left arranges that. And they only wanted me to put them on camera for 75% of my story. And they would always tell me, oh, it's because we only care about the human perspective. I'm like, hold on, our elected officials are also humans and members of our community. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why can't we tell this story? And every day.
So when you put a package together, right, and you say, this is what I want, do they make you go back and re-edit, or do they do the edits?
They would try to do some of the, I fought every single day.
Okay.
There was a lot of things. I got some changes on my end, but then there was also changes I had to give into. But there was times where I was like, I'm not putting my name to this. I said that to them once, and they were like, basically they looked at me as replaceable. I am. They're like, okay, we'll go hire a college student for less, and they'll do what we say. That's how the mainstream media works. They don't care about quality. They were caring about quantity. Now, the reason why I said it's interesting that Wink fired all that management, they were the ones pushing that. So I'm curious to see if Wink maybe
coming back the other
maybe
way
is
direction.
Better. Wink's ratings have been sinking. We were top when I worked for them, and then not because I left, but like right after I left and a bunch of other really good reporters left is when they started sinking and getting super liberal, and then NBC2 took over.
What was the NBC change? What was that for? Gulf Shore?
It was dumb, whatever they did.
Yeah, it's kind of
that's a marketing.
Is there
fail.
something? Yeah, is there something?
I don't think there's anything to it other than them just wanting to unify everything.
Yeah, because they went to 7 and that together, and they.
But it was dumb because now everyone's like, "What?
Yeah, it's
you've been NBC2 for how many years?" I would have just shut down ABC7. That's why have a second station that really doesn't get any ratings. It's silly.
Yeah.
So real quick before we'll let you get your early predictions or handicaps, congressional District 19 race.
Right now, like I said, Jim Schwartzel's race to lose.
Who would you say the top 3 are? Jim Schwartzel.
Jim Schwartzel, probably a soon-to-be name that I'll let you guess that has been here for a few years now, making the rounds. That person hasn't announced yet, so I don't want to jump the gun on them. But I put them in a top 3, and then I really appreciate the work. It's hard to really put a top 3 because I think my dog is whining. We're almost
almost home. Yeah,
let's see if we can judge in the house. Yeah, let's see.
It's hard to put a top 3 because, like I said at the beginning of the show, you got a pool of voters that are going to vote for local people, and you got a pool of voters that will vote for those outsiders, the newcomers, and all of them are splitting that vote. So it's really hard to. I haven't seen any data that will say who's putting out, who's ahead of who. Mm-hmm. But someone that I actually really appreciate putting in the work has been, believe it or not, Jim Overweiss. Mm. That guy is at. He's got money. Mm-hmm. He's got the Trump tie. He's at everything. Mm-hmm. And something I told Johnny Frado, I was like, make sure. I said that to him. I said, be at everything.
And Johnny's been doing a good job at being at a lot of events too.
He comes to every single one of mine in Lee County. He gets it too. It's hard. It's really, of all the new people, it's hard to put them in there's one that sticks out to me that hasn't announced yet. But other than that, right now it's Jim's to lose. Not saying Jim should not get complacent. He should not say.
Because it was Casey Asgar's to lose in 2020 and he lost it.
Oh, I never believed that. I thought it was Dane Eagles to lose. Mm. I always thought it was Dane Eagles to lose. And then Byron, by the skin of his teeth.
I think Casey Asgar hurt himself more than his numbers went down.
I think he was a very entitled,
ran a nasty
rich boy.
Campaign.
Yeah. I was not a fan. One of my first viral videos ever was when, I'm pretty sure it was someone it was hard to really prove, but it was very fishy how somewhere in the world of Casey that a mass text went out saying Byron dropped out the day of elections.
Yeah, I remember
instantly did a video. I was like, that's not true. That's BS. Yeah. Blew up, and then Byron won by 700 votes. I'm like, wow.
That might have made the difference.
But I really thought that race was Dane Eagles to lose because Dane really put in all the work.
Shout out to Team Donald's putting that work in Cape
Coral.
Coral.
Byron worked really hard in Lee County, and that really surprised a lot of people.
Morning, Boo.
Got a little dog.
And real quick, how would you just handicap? Because there's no slam dunks and there's no guarantees, but I think Byron's as close to of a slam dunk right now to be the next governor of Florida. Something
in
dramatic,
this very moment,
drastic.
absolutely. Yeah, because right now,
and even if Casey ran, I stand by that opinion.
As of right now, he's not going to have a primary, so he gets to save all that money, and then he gets suspended against this Charlie Crist 2.0 running against him, David Jolly. I don't even know who this guy is. I didn't even know he lived in Florida, but he is a radical leftist, and he needs to be demolished, and he will be. And the left just doesn't learn. They just continue putting up these crazy abortion, super radical types in Florida. And it's funny, the Republican Party of Florida's chairman, Evan Power, was talking about this with Drew Steele on his show last week. The Democrats' plan of taking back Florida, they're pitching 25-year plans. They have no answers for the immediate future. It's going to be a long time before you see any sort of Democrat control in Florida. That's how good it is right now.
Do you feel that the people that are coming to Florida, moving to Florida, are staying with their? No. You think they're coming here?
Look at COVID.
Trying to.
How many New Yorkers moved here? How many people from Illinois?
Remember how that was the big worry? How much it was going to shift? It actually went the other way. It went more red.
But do you think it's going to be okay though? You think they're going to be staying?
I was worried because you had the influx of people, but I just
want to make sure everybody
Florida turned more red.
Understands why they did move,
But most of them do. There's some people that, I vote Democrat. That's just the way I was raised, But
it's going to take at least Democrats have to have everything go their way for the next 20 years to have control of anything. That's how red Florida is. You got the supermajorities in the Florida Senate, the supermajority in the Florida House, the largest supermajorities they've ever had. The redistricting happened a few years ago. Florida might be redistricting their maps again this year or next session, which means we could have more Republican congressmen going to D.C. So that map will be the map for 10 years. These things are not easy to fix for Democrats.
Florida's more red than Texas.
Yeah, and not to mention, you got a 1.3, almost 1.4 million voter registration for Republicans over Democrats. So what does that mean? That means we could have 1.4 million people not show up and vote and still win elections.
Yeah.
That's a huge advantage. So Republicans, they just need to figure out their voter turnout issue when Donald Trump is not at the top of the ticket. It's always like the midterm year where it's a little weird. I think a guy like Byron does drive out voters, but they figure that out. There's no losing Florida.
And weed out the fake Republicans, too, because there's a lot of camouflage rhinos, too.
There's this weird anti-Trump movement still trying to happen, and I'm like, when are you going to understand you can't defeat Donald Trump? This is his party until the day he dies. And in fact, when he dies, he probably still going to be leading. He's still going to be in charge somehow, some way.
You have Laura Trump and the others, too, but carrying the Trump flag.
I don't think the Trump family is going to be involved as much as they're going to be involved, but I don't think a lot of people are like, they're going to be behind the scenes is my prediction, because I think what Donald Trump is doing right now is propping up a guy like Marco, who's been overlooked for years and years and years, who's rose to the occasion and is becoming a rock star. You got J.D. Vance, Byron, obviously, and there's just so many more.
It's a deep bench.
There's so many more that Trump is kind of building up, where I think the Republican Party is really going to look good. And it's good because we're going to finally get to some younger voices. I love Donald Trump, but he's getting up there in age. Yeah. We need us. And he won that election in a landslide because of the young vote.
Oh, yeah, they loved it. Compared to the first time around, those young kids, they shocked. They shocked, and they stuck up. They stuck up for him. And I think some of it was how he responded to them. Obviously, he made some changes. Joe Rogan, he made some changes and did the right things and listened to his family, I think. And
he listened to Susie Wiles, who's the greatest political operative in American history.
She's there, but I will tell you that, and listen to several people that have got a chance to sit down and really have a conversation with Donald Trump. After they have that conversation with him, 95% of them walk away like
they're best friend.
This guy's amazing. Yeah, this guy's amazing.
And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand that. Last time I saw Trump in Naples, I was the last person online to shake his hand and take a picture. And I had a story recently go go around that someone told me Trump watched. He actually watched it on my Instagram at Mar-a-Lago. I was like, no, he didn't. Like, I didn't believe it. I was like, no way. I'm not that big of a deal. But when I met him, I mentioned the story to him to just test to see if it was true. Because I was told that a week prior to that event. And he was like, wait, that was you? And I'm like, yeah. And I was the last person in a line of like 150 people. He's like ready to get out of there. Like, he's spent 2 hours taking pictures, shaking hands. Secret Service is trying to boot me. And Trump was like, hold on. Let me talk to this guy. And he gave me like a good solid 5 minutes. And I'll never remember. He said, Brendon, and this was a few years ago when I was still figuring things out for Florida's Voice. He said, never stop what you're doing. Never give in, never give up, and never lose hope. And that's stayed with me. And I walked away feeling like I was Donald Trump's best friend. He probably barely remembers me, but he does that to you.
And he loves the people, and he leaves impressions on him. One little thing I know Byron was talking about when they went to Fort Myers and he had his son. He said that no matter what's going on, when there's a kid there, he'll sit there and talk to the kid. Not like a kid either, like, you know. And
he treats it like an adult.
He's just like an adult, like, hey, and spends quality. Not like, hey kid, good to see you. No, he actually asks him the right questions.
Team Donald's, I'm sure Brendon knows, and Team Don, I know, drives him crazy. Byron will talk to every person that wants to talk to him, and he'll talk to him at length.
Yeah,
hours after.
Then Byron's always wondering why he doesn't have time to do the things he needs to do.
Yeah,
that's good. Good that he takes the time, and because I would consider myself not the greatest listener in the world.
Big event tonight. Seed the Table.
Yes,
3 to 6 p.m. Drew Steele, conservative band, Tito.
Yes, Southwest
Patrick
Florida.
Dearborn
Drew Steele has not left you.
Ted Nugent, Dan Kowalt.
Yep,
and then Blake Becker?
Oh,
my goodness.
Yeah, you're going.
That's too much fun.
Really,
Johnny Fratto, Madison Cawthron.
Yep.
I mean, what an amazing lineup. That's impressive.
You might have a Catalina Lauf appearance. You never know who's going to be in the room and just show up.
Byron Donalds may pop up.
Maybe. I asked. I said, hey, Byron. I asked Byron's team. I said, what do you think of Seed the Table show? They said, let's do it. So be on the lookout for that in the future. That would be good. But yeah, Drew Steele.
Bring it back home. Yeah, where
Drew Steele is going to be doing the show every first Monday.
Drew's super nice. He's done a lot for our military veterans in town.
For you guys in Naples, he's on. He never left Southwest Florida. In fact, you have a better signal of Drew than ever. His show wasn't too strong in Naples, in Collier County, especially South Naples. But he's on our Florida's Voice with Drew Steele is on WGUF Monday through Friday, 3 to 6. I think that's what 98.7. I have so many stations, I forget their call letters. But
there's a lot. Yeah.
It's WGUF here in Naples, so you can listen to Drew live
or online too, right?
Yeah. It's 90. It's like 98.7.
Okay, yeah.
It's one of the higher 90s. I forget. WGUF. Google WGUF. That's how you can find it.
Well, thank you, Brendon. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Brendon. We appreciate
listen,
you,
I want to reach out to you, and I know Patrick's probably said it. Anytime you want to come on, anytime we can do anything for you.
I appreciate it.
You do really quality. I read your newsletter every day. How do we find you and how do we reach you?
Well, the best way is go to flvoicenews.com. We got the contact form there. I read every one of those emails that get sent in from there. And the cool thing about Florida's Voice is, back in the day, it used to be, Florida's Voice is Brendon Leslie, and I hated that. I hated that it was Brendon Leslie. I said, this was never meant to be, this isn't my voice, this isn't the Brendon voice. So what the last 2 years that I've been absent from Seed to Table, I've been focusing on growing this into a litany of voices. Now I got Eric Doherty, who's a rock star, and it goes viral on social media every single day. We got Drew Steele. You got my main reporter, Amber Jo Cooper. I hired a former Fox News anchor from Chicago who got rid of mainstream media and came and joined me, moved to Cape Coral. The best town in Florida, moved to Cape Coral from Chicago, and she is now the news director. So it's now a group of voices that are all working in together to make sure that we get out the news out there. So that's what I really appreciate of what has happened. Patrick Dearborn, obviously a voice, just so many.
The mayor of Freedom Town, USA.
And he coined that one day on like one of his first shows with me at Naples.
Yeah, he's great.
Trademark it.
But yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We'll see you shortly.
Yeah, a few hours.
It's gonna be good. Your dog is awesome. Judge
for a 6-month-old puppy, not bad, right?
Judge in the house. Bring him back over.
Let's see.
He's over.
I'll walk him over here. I'll walk him over.
He's over close
morning,
to you.
Julia.
Yeah.
Say good morning to Julia, Tim.
Yeah, I did. She was there. This popped up. This is the second time. I brought it up. Judge is coming on. There's Judge. Hey, Judge.
Judge has risen.
Good Judge. There's the Judge. All rise. Brendon, thank you so much, buddy. We appreciate
you.
Everything, anything we can do, we're here with you.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'm gonna go do a potty break for him now. Appreciate it. Thanks,
care,
guys.
buddy.
See you.
Brendon, appreciate you, buddy.
A lot of good information. Brendon He's got loads of
data.
Of good stuff.
Analytics.
Data.
Analytics.
And that's where it's at. Let's go ahead and run through. I want to run through our slides real quick for our sponsors.
Busy day today.
A little bit different.
It'll be a long day, buddy.
We're gonna probably wrap up a little bit early, but I want to definitely make sure we let everybody know about all of our different sponsors. Without you all, we couldn't do it. Becker Custom Builders. They are actually doing an outdoor kitchen for me as we speak. Fun project. It's been great. Been kind of having a good time with that.
No fault of Becker Custom Builders.
Becker Custom Builders is totally on it. It's just been a little bit of a process. And then we're going to go over to the man himself,
Kevin Wilkinson. Clean and seal curb appeal.
If you need to get your driveway sealed, you need to get your driveway clean, sealed, pool, patio, any of that stuff, get it sealed. I will tell you, as a real estate professional, having a clean driveway is crucial, and making sure that you have that thing clear. Give Kevin a call, and we'll definitely you can get with us on the comments. We can give you his number.
You mentioned 239 Live promo code.
Yeah, promo code 239.
239 Live.
Yeah, we need to have that one. And then also, I know you probably want to do a little bit of a shout out too.
Shout out to Elevate, because not only obviously I'm a big fan of the clothing. It's comfortable, like the style, shirts, hats, shorts. But shout out to Elevate for elevating my game over the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Pat, tell us a little bit more.
Well, I won't go into
a little bit risque.
Shout out to Julia.
Yeah,
but,
and we love Jeremy over there. And then also big shout out to Michelle at Selfit. Her and some really good people there at Selfit. Go to www.getselfit.com. And basically what Selfit does is it's a one-shot stop. You take one of these Selfit pills a day. It gives you vitalization, gives you a lot of things that'll work for you, and synergy and all that stuff. So,
Selfit pill a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, amen.
Forever Young, located in Mercado, great facility. Everything from IV treatments to Botox to facials. Gary and his amazing team will take care of you at Forever Young, located in Mercado. Got some stuff that we're going to be doing with them too.
Yeah, very good. And they're Mercado right by Blue Martini in that area. They're located over there. And then we're going to go ahead and take a couple minutes, and we got a few more commercials here. But obviously, we love Acres Plumbing. They're right next door to our building here. And then Hot Torch Yoga, Tony Johns, and then also just so many
Love
of
Tony
them.
Johns.
Yeah, let's go ahead and play these, and we're going to be right back.
Back to close out the
Let's
show.
talk about Acres Plumbing. Acres Plumbing started in 1974 and is one of Naples' original local plumbing companies. They take great pride in being part of the town's growth through many plumbing projects completed. Acres Plumbing is family-owned and operated, licensed, and insured. They offer new construction, remodel, and traditional service plumbing. Their plumbing services cover everything from installation and repairs to maintenance, ensuring your plumbing runs smoothly. Where quality doesn't cost, it pays. Remember, Acres Plumbing.
Is fueled by sweat, smiles, and Torch Hot Yoga, Naples' infrared heated yoga studio located on Bayshore, just off 41. Whether you're seasoned at yoga or can't touch your toes yet, Torch has a spot for you. With 5 classes a day during the week and 2 on weekends, there's always time to get hot, stretchy, and maybe a little sweaty. But it's not just about the workout. Torch is all about community, connection, and that feel-good glow that sticks with you long after you roll up your mat. Plus, we've got awesome workshops coming up, so keep your eyes and chakras open. Come for the heat, stay for the vibe. Try Torch Hot Yoga today.
Myself Wellness, a multi-award-winning clinic dedicated to helping people heal and thrive. Myself Wellness offers a wide range of innovative services, including ketamine therapy, IV nutritional therapy, NAD, psychiatry, and a wide array of additional services. If you or someone you love is struggling with depression, anxiety, PTSD, addiction, or chronic pain, ketamine therapy at My Self Wellness can offer new hope, often providing relief when other treatments haven't worked. Their caring team is passionate about guiding clients towards lasting wellness and a brighter future. To learn more or start your journey, visit myselfwellness.com and discover how My Self Wellness is changing lives every day. Welcome back. Yeah, we're going to go over a few stories here. We got some national days that we always like to do. These are fun. Like I think, and I'm hungry right now, Patrick.
I am hungry too.
So this is going to be a little bit
tired,
difficult for me.
Need to go
because we have today's National
Chocolate Chip.
What do you say? National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. And I want to ask everybody out there, number one, what is your favorite type of cookie, and where do you get those cookies? I like chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip traditional.
Do you drink milk with your cookies?
I hate milk.
Period?
I haven't drank milk. I haven't drank milk since '82, the year I was born. I'm not a milk fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi, Alex. Lovely wife is out there. Good to see you. Yes, good to see you. Good to see
Alex.
you. Patrick.
Hello. I'm here
Patrick. Too. Patrick's here too, he said. Want to make sure you saw that. Patrick Dearborn's got something going on
can
there.
You write that in any smaller letters, Pat?
Well, I think
I know. I just want to give Pat a hard time. Look at that lineup.
Yeah.
How strong is that lineup tonight? Seeded table 3-6. Where else would you rather be? You got Conservative Ant. You got Tito Ortiz. You got Brendon Leslie, Drew Steele, Johnny Frado, Dan Kowal. Even Blake Becker's going to be on the show.
How did he rate?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how Blake and we know where Blake got his start too. Let's not forget Blake got his podcast start on Politic and Gyro Larry Love, as a couple other people
in the studio.
At Studio 239. Absolutely. Started here at Studio 239, Politic and Gyro Larry Love. But Blake does a tremendous job with his podcast. Matter of fact, when we did that thing with Kevin on Friday, he was nervous. It was his first podcast, and as was I when I did mine, and me and Dee were actually telling Kevin, you should have seen Blake the first time he was on, mine and Larry's pod.
It's
it was nervous. The second time he was a little bit better. By the third time, he found his groove, and he does a great job. Yeah, I love Jeremy Mitchell from Elevate. Definitely elevated my game for the weekend, medically and
I'm going over some of these comments.
Winning Thursday, it was good to go by the weekend, Tim. Yeah. Elevated.
Your mom says macadamia. I like them too. And from Publix.
Macadamia. Publix is overrated. My daughter loves, I'm freaking drawing a blank now, a crumble cookie. It's freaking like 30.
That's like crazy.
$30 for a box of 4. The cookies are huge, but they do a good job.
Yeah. Tell me
but I like a traditional
your favorite
chocolate
cookie,
chip
where it's from.
Mitch's.
Mitch's? Mm-hmm. Where's that?
They have over in Kings Lake Plaza.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been around for a while though. They have a storefront now, but they've been making cookies in Southwest Florida since like the early 90s, maybe even before.
Okay.
Never been to Mitch's?
No.
I'll bring you in a couple. Mitch's, I think Mitch's for my opinion, best cookies in all of Naples.
That's good.
Where do you? We want to hear from people. Where are your favorite cookies and what type? Where does Julia Gray get her cookies from? She made some brownies last night that were phenomenal.
Brownies are really good.
She like with walnuts and
the chocolate.
She had like some cranberries to it to kind of like mix it up.
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice. Today is also, not to cut you off on that one, today's also National Coast Guard Day. You got to love our Coast Guard, especially here in Southwest Florida. Mm-hmm. They're big for us. Lois Bolin, haven't heard from her on here this morning. She's big military. Lois, we miss you, Lois.
How are you, Lois?
Thank you, Meredith, for jumping on. Patricia, all that. But National Coast Guard Day. Yeah, we got a lot of good
people.
A lot of people jumping on. And
Mom,
please make comments. Do us a
Mom's
favor.
got that check. I forgot to grab that check for your goddaughter.
Yeah, she's awesome. Thank you, Jika, for helping us out with that. That's great. I'm going to bring that up one more time.
Patricia's in there too.
Yeah,
Morning, Patricia. We love Patricia.
Yeah, Patricia's on. She's always great to listen to.
Thank you, Pat. Appreciate the kind words, buddy. Love Pat.
Yeah, Pat. Thank you for being so supportive. You're always there for us. And
Mike Esposito's watching, but hasn't commented. I haven't talked to Esposito in months. He doesn't talk to me anymore.
Mike is too busy. He's running a big business up there.
Yeah.
And my goddaughter, Isabella Lara.
What an amazing young lady.
Yeah, she's awesome. She'll be in the studio tomorrow. We're going to do like a little sizzle reel for her.
Oh, yeah?
And then, we're going to do something here. And then, just hit that. You can go ahead and hit that QR code. And I think if you push it down, it gives it a shot too. But there's also an email for her, izzy.10721@gmail.com. Okay? So it's right there. And please, and basically what she's doing is she's putting together a Amazon wish list for medical supplies, Band-Aids, hygiene products, things like that for our local community, underserved community. Definitely great project for her. She's going away to college. Yeah, she's going away to college.
Impressive.
Yeah, she's going to be heading out here in a couple, I think 3 weeks. So, yeah, big deal.
Big deal.
Anything else to add on to that, Pat?
I don't know. Do you want to run through some of the slides?
Yeah, we got a couple more slides. We're moving on out.
We're going to be
going just a little bit early today, but not too early. We're having a good time here. And let's talk about Naples' best new restaurants. And some of you have all seen these restaurants. Let's talk about where they are.
So the feature, there's a couple on that list, but I pointed out 2 that are big hits. One being Blackbird.
I heard about that. Alex was telling me about Blackbird. That's down with the old Bonefish down
Naples Bay Resort.
Yep, down off 41. And
going to
right
Fifth
there.
Ave.
Yep, going into Fifth Ave. So
that's
all
so popular.
Kind of
They're packed every night from what I hear.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And then tried them out.
Estia, which you went there.
Estia is very nice. Very nice. The food was good. The menu was a little bit different. I kind of was looking for a little bit more Greek. Traditional Greek, but it's good. I'm anxious to go back there again. Yeah.
My mom actually went to Estia, I think, last weekend.
Did she?
Said she liked it.
Did she like it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I mean, I'm just be honest with you. I thought beautiful facility. I love how they have the fish market set up. Service was great. Just thought the food was good, but for just my personal opinion. As a matter of fact, this is a serious story here, but another body found in Collier County. It seems to be like a daily thing.
So people ask me that a lot. When I was working for the sheriff's office, we found, obviously we live in Florida, so we've got bodies of water, and people end up, for various reasons, they end up in the canals. We do find we call them floaters, which not
to drink.
Yeah, not to knock down anybody or make it degrading, but that's bodies are floating in the water. We did lose a poor tragic situation last week. It was a 5-year-old kid, I believe he had autism, and they just moved into the apartment, and they found him in the backyard. And I had a phone call from a good friend at the sheriff's office who said, listen, we really want to educate and teach people, say you move into a new house, where do your special needs kid, where should his or her bedroom be? Someplace where where they're if they leave the house, you'll know that they've left the house, things like that. So the sheriff's office is always on top of this stuff. But I don't know the circumstances behind this one. But yeah, bodies floating in canals in Collier County.
Yeah, it just seems like it's becoming a kind of a more common, reoccurring thing.
Yeah, which is not good. Tell us a little bit about that. Anything with 50 Cent? Patrick's on it.
Anything with Patrick Dearborn and 50 Cent, I'm good. So a couple months ago, Trump kind of entertained the idea that he possibly might pardon P. Diddy. He left it open to
I can if I want.
If I want, basically. Yeah. But he, he said it was possible, basically. And because Diddy and Trump were somewhat friends before Trump ran for office. And 50 Cent went on a mission, said, I'm going to make sure he does not pardon you. I'm going to remind everyone how you badmouthed Trump when he did run for office. And he'd play daily videos of Diddy saying nasty things about Trump. And sure enough, Trump said, I think the other day, he's not going to pardon the Puffy P. Diddy. And,
pretty hard to do that when someone bashes that crap out of you.
But yeah, especially when you're kind of somewhat friends too. And what changed now that you run for office as a Republican? So 50 per usual had the last laugh and joined himself there in an AI picture. That is not really 50 and Trump, but AI, but
yeah, that's one of the funniest things that I found. Like friends of mine that I considered really good friends, like just turned really weird and strange on me when I ran for office. I'm like, listen, I'm just trying to make the community a little bit better. Why would you like totally turn on me? But I had just the opposite. I found many new ones. So if they weren't really my friends anyways, and they know who they are, a few of them, then I don't want to be their friend anyway. So like, listen, guy's going to run for an office, and listen, I don't care who you vote for, but why would you dislike me for running? It didn't even make sense. But that was like, I think two people. So, but it's kind of disheartening. But yeah, it's kind of weird how that gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about the tariff. Do you want to play that couple of the police videos?
Yeah, I've got a kind of a humorous video that I want to put up here.
There's two. One's someone that Tim, I don't know if you can say.
Yeah, so this one video just recently got arrested from a guy. And he was one of my students at Naples High School. I knew him very well, but it's kind of interesting to see him now getting a little bit older and getting arrested. Obviously I didn't change him when I was at
you didn't do a John Huffman on him. You didn't have a Huffman turnaround, unfortunate.
New video this morning shows the moment a man tries to burn cocaine right in front of sheriff deputies. It all happened during a traffic stop. Collier County deputies say
not too smart.
No.
They pulled over a driver, and as they got closer to the car, they noticed a strong smell of marijuana. And if you watch closely, once the driver steps out here, you can see a flame and him burning something as deputies watch. Sheriff's office says what he burned was suspected to be cocaine.
That surprised me.
Deputies quickly arrested Perry Mason Jr., who was charged with evidence tampering and drug possession.
Lawyer, right?
He has since bonded out of jail.
On TV. Yeah. So people don't always do
burn his eye too.
Yeah, he's got a what happened to his eye? Maybe he tried to fight him. I know Perry Mason. Like I said, when he was a young man, tried to get him changed around, and I have no disdain for him. But hey, buddy, you can't be out doing drugs in our community.
Can't be burning him in front of police too.
Yeah, not good. And then we also have another funny video. This guy is getting arrested, and this is not local, but this is a pretty good clip that we got, and it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
Before I take you out of the car, I just got a few questions I got to ask you. Do you have any weapons on you right now? You do. Like what?
This right hand and this left hand.
All right.
Register.
Now is not the time to make jokes. I'm going to ask you some serious questions and I need some serious answers.
All right.
Do you have anything that can poke me, stab me, or stick me? A knife, pocket knife, anything like that, a needle?
I can't check because my hands are handcuffed.
As far as you know, do you have anything like that on you?
I'm not sure.
Do you have any drugs or alcohol on you as far as you know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He drank them all.
When we get inside the building, if I find anything on you, that's going to be another charge.
Oh.
So tell me now.
Will I go to jail?
All right. All right, sir.
You're there, buddy. You're there. Gotta love these videos of
Tell you what,
it's crazy. Some people are nuts.
Love the guy's sarcasm, but probably not a good time to be doing that.
The deputy handled it pretty well.
I think so.
Good morning, Leanne. So good to see you.
Leanne.
Yes. Good to see Leanne on. Everybody. We got a lot of people on today. I love it.
Good show.
Been a great show. Been a great show.
Ain't calling in.
Yeah.
Pat.
It's good if you can't get them in here.
Yeah, get them in virtually.
Get them on. Yeah. Real quick, we'll go over the Hall of Fame.
Class of 2025 got inducted in Canton, Ohio yesterday. Eric Allen, stud cornerback, Philadelphia Eagles and Saints, among other teams. Jared Allen.
Are they related? No.
Pass rusher. They are not related. Jared Allen played for the Vikings and the Chiefs. Tremendous pass rusher. Antonio Gates, who I got a chance to watch some of his Hall of Fame speech. Impressive gentleman. Tight end Chargers, a guy who didn't play college football, played college basketball at Kent State. Just a tremendous career as a pass-catching tight end for the San Diego Chargers. And then Sterling Sharp, most people now are more familiar with Sterling Sharp. But so Sterling Sharp was on a record-setting career, and then he hurt his neck. I think it was in '95, which prematurely cut his career short. Because if he kept going, he would have been top 3 stat-wise, because he was on unbelievable pace.
How many years did he play?
Yeah. He didn't play long. I think he played maybe 7.
Man, he freaking stuck out.
7, 8 years. Yeah, he hurt his neck, and his career got cut short because
Shannon was big. He
Denver.
played for Denver for most, and he played for Ravens.
Then
too?
he went to the Ravens, and then
ended up
I don't know,
Vikings.
No, I don't. I think he might have ended up with the Ravens, but just spent most of his career with the Broncos. But Sterling Sharp played his whole career with the Packers, South Carolina Gamecock. Pause. Yeah, but yeah, he was Brett Favre's number 1 weapon when Brett Favre got into the NFL.
Not to keep going back, but where was Shannon? Shannon, where do you go?
He went to a freaking small school.
Stumped him?
Savannah State, I want to say.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong. It was a small school in like Georgia or South Carolina. I want to say Savannah State. Well, someone could fact check me.
Fact check.
Yeah.
Fact check. Fact check.
Check, Mike.
Yeah. Mike.
Where's Joe Pavich? Joe Pavich,
he was on early.
He just got in and out, man. I'll tell you what, that guy, he knows 802. Make a comment and dip out.
Dipping.
Anything else you want?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get a little. I think we got a few more stories, but let's save those for Wednesday. We got a big show Wednesday.
I'm excited because Wednesday we got Malcolm coming in the studio.
Yeah, Malcolm, man. We had to.
Good looking man.
Yeah, we had to. We were so busy. We were so busy last week,
I know.
or we had to cancel last
Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday? Yeah. So Malcolm always good. He brings a lot to
love Malcolm.
Collier County, and really excited about having him come.
Great dancer too, apparently.
Is he a good dancer?
Yeah, I've seen some of his social media videos.
I didn't know he danced. I never seen him with his shirt on. Does he ever wear a shirt?
Not much. If you had a body like that, I'd walk around with
he's
a
in
shirt
good
off
shape.
as
He's
well.
in good shape. He's in good shape for sure. You gotta love it. But so we'll see you guys on
Wednesday,
because I can't believe today's Monday.
And we'll see you tonight at See the Table.
See the Table. See you guys shortly at See the Table. Again, that's from 3 to 6.
3 to 6.
And we'll see you all over there. And what do you always say, Pat? Get a little bit of Dave Jonna putting us out.
What are we doing down there?
What are we doing down here? And we are. Thank you so much. Ow.